Nestled in the heart of the Far East lies the People's Republic of China, a land teeming with almost 1.5 billion souls and stretching across the third or fourth largest expanse of Earth. Here, ancient tales whisper of blue-eyed deities, figures credited with birthing Buddhism and shaping the very foundations of Chinese society. While many dismiss these stories as mere folklore, pockets of China harbor villages where fair hair and striking blue or green eyes are commonplace. These individuals, bearing Caucasian features like prominent noses and beards, have sparked curiosity among historians. Could these physical traits be echoes of the legendary figures of old? In 1912, two intrepid travel agents stumbled upon an astonishing sight deep within China. Fred Meyer Schroeder and Oscar Moman, during their explorations, documented a massive structure described in Walter Haynes' Pyramids of China. This colossal pyramid dwarfed even its Egyptian counterparts, standing 1,000 feet tall with a base spanning 1,500 feet. Each of its four faces aligned precisely with the cardinal directions, a testament to the advanced knowledge of its builders. This forgotten giant had silently stood for centuries, hidden from the Western world, shrouded in mystery. Tales of colossal pyramids hidden in the heart of China have captivated imaginations for decades. Some adventurers have claimed these structures dwarf even the Great Pyramid of Giza, mirroring its precise orientation. Adding fuel to the mystery, during the Second World War, an American pilot named James Gossman and his co-pilot stumbled upon a breathtaking sight while navigating the skies over China. Forced to maneuver due to aircraft trouble, they emerged above a valley to behold a gigantic white pyramid. As Gossman recalled, it resembled a scene from a fairy tale, shimmering with an otherworldly radiance. The pyramid's surface was a pristine white, possibly composed of metal or a unique stone. What truly set it apart was its capstone, an immense jewel-like object, perhaps crystal, crowning the structure. Landing was impossible, yet the sheer scale of the pyramid left the airmen in awe. Intriguingly, the New York Times reported on this great white pyramid back in 1947. An interview with Maurice Cheyenne, a former director at Trans World Airlines, revealed that he too had witnessed a gigantic pyramid approximately 40 miles southwest of Xi'an. These accounts paint a vivid picture of enigmatic monuments, beckoning us to uncover the secrets they hold. The legend of China's White Pyramid began with a pilot's keen eye, Cheyenne, who noted its striking pyramidal form and immense size. It was March of 1947 when the New York Sunday Times published the first photograph of this enigmatic structure, captured 2 years prior by Air Force pilot James Gossman. This initial report was followed by decades of silence. Then in 1978, researcher Bruce L. Cathy unearthed correspondence between the Chinese embassy and the U.S. Air Force, eventually revealing the pyramid's image in his 1983 book, Bridge to Infinity. His research indicated the pyramid possessed a base of 1,500 feet and stood 1,000 feet tall, exhibiting 4 trapezoidal sides, a square summit plateau, and a square base, reminiscent of Egyptian and Mexican pyramids. Despite this evidence, Western academia largely dismisses these Chinese structures, often mistaking them for pagodas, tiered towers common in Asia. However, the massive Chinese structures, seemingly concealed by rows of trees planted by the communist government, are undeniably pyramids. Increased public awareness is sparking curiosity about the ancient civilization that constructed them. One article titled, "China's Mysterious 8,000-Year-Old Structure, Guarded by Military, Could Hold Key Secrets," notes that these pyramids, hidden in the countryside and guarded by the military, may unlock significant aspects of China's ancient history. These pyramid-shaped mounds, located over 100 kilometers outside Xi'an, have been shrouded in mystery for millennia. In the 1990s, German investigator Hartwig Hausdorff attempted to locate the pyramids, only to encounter vigilant patrols by the Chinese military. Today, Google Earth reveals the existence of around 40 pyramids. Though many are camouflaged by vegetation, this region is considered China's equivalent to Egypt's Giza and the Valley of the Kings, with rumors of royalty buried beneath. The secrecy surrounding these pyramids may stem from ancient Chinese legends, depicting early emperors with Caucasian features, a theory supported by the discovery of European-specific mitochondrial DNA within the first emperor's tomb, predating the Silk Road. Furthermore, the discovery of 4,000-year-old blonde Aryan mummies, some measuring 6 feet 6 inches tall and adorned with swastikas, with confirmed Aryan lineage, raises questions about their origins and place in Chinese history. Genetic analysis could reveal their true origins. While these mummies lived and belonged in China, their appearance challenges modern preconceptions of what the world should look like. Their features align with those of people from Denmark, Ireland, or northern Germany, leaving the question of their presence so far east to be answered by DNA. Archaeology offers clues to the origins of ancient peoples, revealing family histories and the environments in which they lived. Long before the Silk Road opened in 138 BC, mummies, some dating back to 2000 BC, have been discovered. Our bodies hold a genetic archive, revealing ancestral origins through DNA. While written records can be subjective, genetics offer undeniable evidence of ancestry. Both men and women carry DNA from their maternal line, passed down through mothers and grandmothers. This maternal DNA allows researchers to trace an individual's history through their mother's lineage. Female mummies often show local origins. However, Y chromosome testing, which examines the male line, reveals that the men came from further west, perhaps Iran or Turkey. The maternal side traces back to the Tarim Basin, while the paternal side suggests a gradual migration of men with their herds settling and raising families. DNA testing corroborates archaeological findings, providing a more detailed picture. The terracotta army, discovered in 1974 by farmers near Xi'an, hinted at the extraordinary history of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. Legends described his burial within a city-like mausoleum filled with palaces, carriages, and treasures. Yet, over 4 decades later, the inner chambers remain unexcavated, and the emperor's remains undiscovered. It is speculated that DNA found at the site may indicate Caucasian ancestry, a possibility that challenges the accepted narrative. This reluctance to excavate mirrors similar situations, like the blue-eyed statues of Sumerian gods and the blue-eyed artifacts and mummies found in ancient Peru, suggesting a preference to delay archaeological endeavors rather than confront potentially disruptive truths. Archaeologist Kristen Romy believes the unexcavated site is so vast, exploration could span centuries. Though some suggest the Chinese government's reluctance to excavate stems from a deep respect for their ancestors' peace, such claims ring hollow considering their actions. This regime has been criticized for its treatment of minorities and religious groups, with actions that include the detention of millions, the demolition of culturally significant statues, and the revision of religious texts to align with communist ideology. This apparent disregard for cultural heritage suggests a motive beyond simple reverence. Instead, it aligns with a pattern of historical erasure observed in other communist regimes. Much like the Bolsheviks, who sought to obliterate the memory of a preceding empire, or the destruction unfolding elsewhere, China's actions appear to be driven by an agenda to reshape history in service of an ideological vision. The destruction of cultural and religious symbols, including Buddhist temples and statues, indicates a campaign to supplant existing traditions with communist ideals. The international condemnation following the destruction of the giant Guanyin Buddha underscores the global concern over these actions. The dismantling of a 3-faced Guanyin statue, the embodiment of compassion in Chinese Buddhism, has stirred unease among Buddhists and devotees worldwide. This act is not isolated, as experts suggest it's one of nearly 800 statues that have faced destruction in recent years.